Hi, biology students. This is attempt 2. I'm not sure what happened the first time, but I'm going to give you some pointers on how to do your at-home osmosis lab. So if you're not here because of whatever reason, quarantine or whatever's going on in your life or whatever choices, that's totally fine, but this is a really cool lab that I want to make sure you get the opportunity to do at home. You're going to do a little different version than we have done in the classroom, just because your observations have to be a little more qualitative or observational than quantitative, which is measuring. So the first thing you're going to do is put about a cup of vinegar in a, I would say, a glass. You can use any clear glass, it doesn't matter. Obviously we say this is graduated because it has all the numbers on the side. Yours at home isn't going to have that. Unless you have a glass measuring cup, that would be okay. But you can use any glass. The first day, we're just going to put a cup of vinegar in here, and I'm going to put an egg in here. Okay? And I'm going to leave it set for 24 hours. So you really probably can't set it up at night and then start the lab in the morning. You really have to, if you want to do the lab in the morning, you need to put this in here in the morning, because you really do need to allow for 24 hours. On the second day then, I'm going to take this out. I'm going to dump my vinegar out because I want to use fresh vinegar for the second part. You should notice that, and you can't tell by looking at this directly, but this is soft. Okay, most of the shell is gone. You might see clear parts of the egg through here. I did not leave mine sit quite 24 hours, so I know that it would look better if I had. Now I'm going to put some more vinegar in here. Then I'm also, please follow your instructions. I think it says a cup of vinegar. And I'm going to take a little piece of tape or in some way mark the level of my, so I'm going to put my vinegar in here. Then I'm going to mark this at the very top. I would do this sitting, let me do this. I would mark this while it's sitting on the desktop, so that I have a flat surface. And I'm going to put a piece of tape right at the very top. So this is my piece of tape, right at the very top of the vinegar mark, so that maybe tomorrow I'll be able to tell if that changes at all. Oh, on the first day, make sure you're looking when you first put it in the vinegar, any changes, like you might see some things. Look closely at the shell when you first put it in the vinegar. Day 2 then is pulling it out, switching the vinegar, marking the top, putting my egg back in the vinegar. I'm not going to put vinegar in here, but pretend that I did. I'm going to leave it sit 24 hours. Then the next day I'm going to carefully take this out. I would use your fingers, not a spoon. I used to try to use a spoon to do this, and many of the eggs popped. We really don't want that to happen. See if you can detect any change in the level of liquid, and make a really good detailed observation of your egg, what it looks like after it sat that second day in the vinegar. And then when you're done with that, you're going to dump the vinegar out. And then if you have corn syrup, I would love for you to do another day of putting your same egg into the corn syrup. If you don't have corn syrup, I do have a video you can watch. I don't want you to have to go out and buy a lot of extra things, but I want you to get the experience of doing this lab. Most people have vinegar, and vinegar is pretty cheap, and you can use it for lots of things. I even like to use it for cleaning. It's a mild acid, so it's actually great for cleaning things and so forth. But anyway, so follow the instructions on the lab that I posted very carefully. Again, this is, you're going to have to just make very detailed observations of what you see, and then pay attention to what the egg looks like, what the liquid looks like, and so on. Email me if you have any questions.